Why Jaden Smith is the icon we need right now. Like David Bowie and Eminem before him, High Snobiety magazine issue 15 cover star Jaden Smith innovatively investigates his battles with the world through an exceedingly adapted adjust self-image. The distinction here, obviously, is that Smith discharged his presentation collection at the young age of 19, creating the persona of Syre at a point in his profession when most still battle to see past Smith's white Batman suit and new age tweets. Regardless of whether you can accommodate the erraticisms of Smith's open picture with his music or not, it's difficult to deny that Syre positions the youthful star as a true blue craftsman, and precisely the sort of symbol that the music business needs at the present time. Verses in the single symbol suggest that making record names and shooting nylon covers is the thing that one needs to accomplish this notable status. Yet amid a meeting with Genius, Smith separated this further, clarifying he feels like a symbol exactly in light of the fact that he does things that nobody else does. From crying in his music recordings to distinguishing beforehand as a vampire, Smith reliably resists desires in a way that couple of different craftsmen can coordinate right now, and everything feels shockingly honest to goodness, accurately due to its ridiculousness. In Smith's own particular words, he's authoritatively a symbol 'cause we don't comprehend, and upon first tuning into Syre, unmistakably Smith's confounding point of view makes an interpretation of specifically to his music too. Syre is a beautiful confusion of genre and style. Subtitled A Beautiful Confusion, Syre is overwhelming in both degree and desire, checking in at more than 70 minutes crosswise over 17 tracks. Amid the 3 years it took to record the collection, Smith played around broadly with the idea of classification, moving amongst hues and surfaces like the neon pink dusks that light up each of his recordings. On late single George Jeff, Smith expresses that, "I'll kill myself to restore," however it sounds like he's as of now done as such over and over, handling something striking and new on each track. Smith himself portrays this scattershot hybridity of kind as pop-punk, disclosing to us that the collection draws motivation from rap, skate and punk. On paper, this sounds like a thorough listening background, and for sure, it takes a few twists to really start comprehending Syre all in all. People, trap, metal. The impact of each is felt all through the collection, yet the record doesn't twist under the heaviness of Smith's creative desire. Rather, Smith's trip through the persona of Syre streams consistently from track to track because of a fixation on smoothness. Like SZA's Control or Frank Ocean's Endless, every tune on Syre is associated through melodic advances and talked recesses that work best when tuned into in the request of the official track posting. No place is this more apparent than in the initial 4 tracks of the collection, which reveal to one bound together story over numerous tracks. Independently titled B, L, U, and E, this 4-section tune opens with a mixing tune from vocalist Pia Mia and sister Willow Smith who blend together about God and the Garden of Eden. It's an intense move to open one's introduction collection with the voice of another, and it's much bolder to explore different avenues regarding structure so right off the bat in one's profession, drawing motivation similarly from William Shakespeare and the Bible. It's this chameleonic vid that speaks to Smith's philosophy best, joining topics that repeat as often as possible all through whatever remains of Syre and help entwine the collection as an exploratory entirety. This readiness to wander past the standard says a lot about Smith's expectation as a craftsman, and the acknowledgement he merits as a rising symbol in music. Nonetheless, it's absolutely these grandiose desire that can likewise deflect more easygoing audience members, helping them to remember Smith's odd claims via web-based networking media and the stage of benefit that he talks from. Among the blended audits that Syre got upon discharge, an especially cursing evaluate from Pitchfork's Kevin Lozano depicted Smith's verses as recoil commendable and guaranteed that the collection is a sophistic, distrustful dream that blends new age thinking with whole world destroying talk. a new fresh prince has arrived. Such allegations didn't dissuade Jaden Smith's admirers, however. Regardless of the collection's absence of business claim, Syre still crested at number 24 on the Billboard graphs, reverberating with a fan base that numbers just about 7 million on Twitter alone. Regardless of whether Smith is flaunting on Batman or sharing his powerless side on profound cuts like Lost Boy, fans have discovered bounty to love among the numerous features of Smith's identity that are directed through the character of Syre. Obviously, Smith isn't the main craftsman out there who tries different things with music along these lines, and apparently, there are other people who improve, however few can coordinate the force of Smith's desire at such a youthful age. Not as much as 7 days passed following the arrival of Syre before Smith uncovered plans to coordinate a film that is intended to go with the collection sans music, and he's likewise spoken finally about spreading out into K-pop as well. As though that didn't sound depleting enough, Smith likewise handled 2 featuring parts in Netflix appears in the course of recent months, driving sex limits on both the Get Down and anime arrangement Neo Yokio. This shouldn't come as an astonishment to the individuals who have taken after Smith's profession intently, as he notoriously demonstrated women's wear amid a shoot for Louis Vuitton's Spring/Summer 2016 Battle Close by models Sarah Brannon, Jean Campbell, and Ryan Van Rompuy. Definitely, such intense experimentation can prompt to backfire, something which Smith has battled with before. Amid a current meeting with Hysteria, Smith conceded that, "It's difficult for me to shoulder it once in a while, you know. And I haven't generally possessed the capacity to manage it in the way that I do." However, the youthful star keeps on pushing forward notwithstanding, continually pursuing something new, and that is the thing that genuinely separates Smith as a symbol really taking shape. "I'm a living Icarus, relationships and scars." Regardless of whether it's his want to clean your filthy verses, work nearby Chief Christopher Nolan or spare the 16,000 youngsters who are biting the dust of lack of healthy sustenance every day, Smith is the busiest star on this astral plane or some other. It's nothing unexpected then that the character of Syre himself is characterized by the dusks he pursues again and again in the verses. Over and over, the collection and the visuals that go with it suggest this endless excursion, one that mirrors Smith's own particular advancement as a craftsman through vivid means. Only half a month after the arrival of Syre, Smith declared that he has just started taking a shot at his sophomore collection, which will be titled Arise. Regardless of whether this undertaking will proceed in the vein of his presentation or pursue something new, allow simply trust that this self-depicted Icarus doesn't wander excessively near the sun in his future heavenly dreams. All things considered, the hip-bounce industry needs somebody like Smith, somebody who can record a rap collection without once utilizing the word bitch. The music business needs somebody like Smith who isn't hesitant to go out on a limb and even bomb once in for a moment. In particular of all, however, youngsters require somebody like Smith who reveals to us that we also can be symbols if that is what we seek to be, and truly, is there much else notorious than that?